Because as you know, Nairobi is a capital city, yes, and that's where perhaps most of the economy is concentrated. So Nairobi is big. Machakos is also big because it's very near Nairobi. And for Kiambu, the selection was because there's been a lot of debate about the two candidates who's going to be the front bearer for Jubilee, and we thought it would be interesting to provide data that could actually show who's more popular than the other. Okay.
Now, according to the poll results, a lot of people are undecided about, the senator's seat as well as the women representatives' seat. What could be the reason, speaking to people?
If you look at what's been happening over the last 5 years, the governor's seat is very interesting because a governor has clout, he has budget, he's able to make decisions. But if you're a senator, the question is, how effective are you? There's even been a discussion, it's better to be a member of parliament than become a senator. So a senator doesn't have as much clout as a governor. For women rep, again, there's been questions about what does a woman rep do for the citizens of a particular county, and exactly what is their responsibility. Do they have a budget? And that's the reason why we're seeing very few people have indicated that they're going to run, and the people we interviewed are thinking that the incumbent is likely to run again.
Okay, and could get the seat as well. Yes. Now, the favorites in this poll, that's Alfred Mutua, Ferdinand Waitito, and Evans Kidero, appeal more to the female and younger voters, according to the research that you did. An indication that we'll see a high female and youth, voter turnout at the polls next year?
Maybe not necessarily a turnout, because turnout depends on how much the various political parties mobilize their voters. But what it shows is that if you want to change the perceptions of the voters, if I was a politician, I'll basically target the young people and the women, because they've really decided and they're really skewing the way the vote is going to be. So that's where the battle lines will be. Target the youth and target women.
And then you're clean to go in.
Exactly.
The state of infrastructure in the counties was also something you picked up from the respondents who were interviewed. Tell us more about that.
So what we did, because we have to explain why the findings are in this particular direction, we asked the respondents, what are the key things that the county government, which would imply the governor, has done for your county? And what is happening is that the infrastructural development is what people are mentioning. And this is quite clear. What you see is what people can talk about. So right now, any incumbent or any political leader that is planning to run for a particular seat must show evidence of what they've done. And the easiest way to show evidence is infrastructural development. And that's where they've been mentioned a lot in our opinion poll.
So does that mean Kidero, for example, let's say wants to go into the battle next year and has not done something? I'm not viable. I'm not one people will look at.
You must show evidence of what you've done. So you may say that you've educated, let's say, 1,000 people. Can you show records that you've educated them? But infrastructural development is the easiest, because even the people who've been members of parliament, like Ferdinand Waitito, who's planning to run for a governor, can easily say, I've done the following, and show evidence of that. So I think that's where the trick lies. Show physical evidence of what you've done. Okay,
finally, as we're coming to the end, opinion polls are facing credibility tests, at the moment. How sure are we that yours is credible?
So we are professionals, and we personally, I'm a member of the Market and Social Research Association, and so are quite a number of members of my staff. And by being members of the Market and Social Research Association, which is MSRE, we abide by certain ethics, and we did this opinion poll following those ethics. Over and above that, there's already a law in Kenya which is